Hello again everyone and welcome back to a new video. Well, today in this video I'll be unboxing for you the Sebo Automatic X7. As you can see just there it says made in Germany, so of course this is a very good quality vacuum cleaner. This is Sebo's top of the line X7. This is the X7 Pet, so it has all the bells and whistles. I got this from AO.com. I think I paid, with a discount voucher of £10 off, it came to £300. It was already on offer. I think it was £79 off or £89, something like that, but it was reduced. So I thought £300 for a top of the line Sebo X7 is pretty good, so I decided to jump the gun and get this one. Now, a lot of you may be surprised at why I've bought this, because anyone that knows me knows that I don't really have much to do with Sebo. They are the devil, they are the antichrist of vacuum cleaners for the most part for me. Mainly due to my bad experiences of the past, but this is well, I say entirely new. It's an updated version of the X4 or X1 if you like. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this compares with the X4 that my mum already has, which we've had since 2007, something like that. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any quality drop with this new model and if it performs any better. So anyway, let's get on with unboxing it. Right, okay then, so here we have the scissors. It's just a case of cutting the tape in these 3 points here. And then we can reveal Sebo's brand new upright cleaner, the X7. So here goes nothing. This arrived about 8 o'clock this morning, and I've been waiting all day to make this video. So it's quite exciting. By the way, I just thought I'd point out that the pictures on the box, we basically have this same picture on the opposite side. On this side we've got the tools that are included in the box, and then the specifications are on this side. I won't show you this side because it's got my address on there as well, which if you notice that's why I just had to jump cut. Okay, so let's open this up. It talks about here the, careful not to go too far, it talks about the air fresheners and the Duo P, and we also have some nice pictures of all the different models of X7. I would have liked the red one, but they didn't do it with the headlight as a top of the range model, so I decided to go for this one instead. Okay, so here we have it. So let's see what we have. First thing out, it seems, is a package with the handle and the hose in. In this little bag here we've got, if I can just open this up carefully, we've got the little clip which you attach to the handle, which allows you to store the dusting brush on board, because there's no little place for this on the back of the machine. You've got to store this on the handle using this clip here. There we go. It stores like that, and obviously it sits on the handle. But there's the dusting brush anyway. It's not changed at all since our X4 that we've had. So you can see you can use it in different positions. I did always find that this dusting brush, the bristles used to close in when you, because the suction's that powerful, it will close in like that and get clogged up. Anyway, that's the dusting brush. And of course we have the extension hose in what seems to be, I didn't actually take much notice of this, but the hose has changed colour, hasn't it? It used to be like a greyish white, although this is grey, but it was a much lighter grey, almost white. This is like a silver. But it's the same extension hose that they've offered for a long time. Not sure if it's made of a different material. It doesn't seem quite as stretchy as it used to. That's the extension hose. Of course, here we have the handle with the cord as well. Excuse my dog barking there. So the handle here has the switch, and of course it has the connections in the end there. Nice black colour. I want a bit of a polish. It's got some factory dust on it. But I believe you get a generous amount of cord with Sebos. I think it's about 10 metres. Nice moulded on plug there, and we still have the clip there for when you clip the cord to the cable when you finish winding it up. So here we have the mini turbo nozzle. This is exactly the same as the one that we already have with the X4. The Sebo branding might be a bit different, I'm not sure. It says on there made in Germany. I don't know how well you can see that. Got some nice brushes in there. Of course, it's a pretty typical design here. You just press the button and it opens up, so you can clear any restrictions out that might get clogged in there. So here we have the handle. It would be nice if they'd actually make this telescopic. Anyone at Sebo's watching this? Probably not, probably unlikely. But can we not make this extension one telescopic, because it's quite short and you only get one. There's the hose. Same hose really again, but just a different colour than the older models, being silver and not light grey. There we are. Pretty standard wand and hose there. What else do we have? Take the packaging off here. So we have the main cleaner head itself, which is the main difference really. It does look quite smart in black. Oh, I do like the look of that. It's very retro looking, isn't it? This seems to have been cheapened a bit on the back. This used to be metal, this handle release catch. It's plastic now. But that's that. It does have a different post motor filter, but I'll show you that shortly. This one being the top of the range model, it does have the headlight, as you can see, and the boost feature, which allows the centre axle wheel there lower a little bit more, so the brush roll is closer to the carpet basically, and get a deeper clean supposedly. Still nice stiff brushes, nice brush roll that. Still have the little clean out port there. So let's have a look at the specs for the floor head. Oh sorry, the main machine. I'm thinking this is a power head because it's separate, you know. My mind's escaping me at the moment because I'm quite giddy over this machine. It's quite exciting. So anyway, it says Sebo Automatic X7, 220 to 240 volts, 50 to 60 Hz, 890 watts, made in Germany. You can see that there hopefully. Well, that's the cleaner head anyway. It's almost sort of like a cross between modern and old, isn't it? I feel like today's trends is sort of 90s and 2000s mixed together. But anyway, lastly here, or almost lastly I should say, we have the main body. A little bit of assembly with Sebo X series uprights, but it's not too much of a chore to put together. So here we have the main body. Got the tools on the back here. The long crevice tool there. And the upholstery nozzle. Both these tools are identical to any of the other X series uprights. They're just black. Swiveling cord hook there at the bottom, same as the X4. Of course the bag door comes off here. It's got the same pre-motor filter. Quite a good design that, because of the way it channels the air up the length of the bag. Ensures that there's always constant suction all the way from the bottom to the top of the bag, which is a good idea. Of course we have these HEPA type microfiber bags now, instead of the paper ones, which are a lot better. But that's all the same as any other X series really. So there we go. Bit of a, I guess you could call that a carrying handle or a stair cleaning handle. That's the base, the body I should say. Okay, so it looks like we get one spare bag. It's better than nothing, but it would be nice to get at least 4. But even pneumatic only give you 1 spare now. You used to get 5 at one point with the pneumatic cleaners. But that's history now. Anyway, you've got the cap there. I think they only give you 1 cap. Yes, they do. Anyway, so there's the spare bag and the cap to seal the top of it. And of course here we have the manual. Probably just a black and white affair with illustrations, yeah. I think it was a full colour picture manual, the one that we got with the X4 back in 2007. But yeah, not much to see there really. That's some instruction manual on the turbo nozzle should you need to look at that. But anyway, right. So, I'll shift all this out the way and we'll start putting this together. So just to quickly recap, here is everything that comes with the X7 PET. We have the mini turbo nozzle, the extension hose for stairs, the upholstery nozzle, the crevice nozzle, the dusting brush, the clip that attaches the dusting brush to the handle and cord, the extension wand and hose, a spare dust bag, with a spare green clip that goes onto the bag to seal it, the main cleaner head, the body and the instruction manual. Alright then, so let's begin assembling the machine. So basically it's just a case of attaching the main body to the cleaner head to start with. So we just slide that onto the floor head like that and push it down till it clicks. There was a little click, you probably didn't hear it on camera, I did. It was more of a small clunk. But that's attached in place. So the next thing we want to do is to put the handle on. So we're going to get the handle here. And we also want to take the clip for the dusting brush to store it on the handle. You don't have to attach this, you can store the dusting brush separately, but I think that I will attach it. So you just need to loosen the screw on this part first, and then it slides onto the handle. I think I need to loosen it a bit more. Probably take the screw out all the way, to be honest. Okay. Keep the handle still, it would help. There we go. Slide it about halfway up. There we go. And now we just need to put the screw back in just to tighten it so that it doesn't move. And the gap will close, of course. Don't want to over tighten it, just tighten it enough. There we go. Now we can clip our dusting brush onto there, like so. And that's the dusting brush stored on the handle. So now we need to slide the handle onto the machine. You can see here it slides into this triangular cutout in the middle, obviously. You just line it up and push it all the way in like that, and then you turn this little plastic piece here which says open on it at the moment. You turn it down until it stops and it'll say close, and that's the handle locked in place. And lastly, all you need to do is obviously get your hose and wand, and the wand slides in and sits in place. Then the hose, of course, attaches into there. You don't have to push these two in, but it makes it easier like that. And that is the machine fully set up. You just either need to now plug it in or wind the cord up. So there we go. Alright then, so we're in handheld mode now, so let's take a bit of a tour around this machine. It's in a lovely black and silver colour, as you can see. Very smart. You can see the Dyson V10 in the background there trying to steal the Sebo's thunder. But yes, there we go. So we'll start from the bottom up. I just want to point out how shiny the plastic is. Look at that. It's like a mirror. Very nice. So we've got a nice furniture guard that wraps around the front here, which of course protects furniture and skirting boards, things like that. We've got two LED headlights, which I believe are quite bright from what I've seen. On the top here, on the left hand side, we've got a little button which has a picture of a brush roll on it. You just press that and the end cap here pops off, as you can see, and that allows you to give the brush roll a bit of a twist and pull it straight out, and then you can just throw that away and buy a new one. Of course, Sebos are targeted at the commercial market, so downtime is quite a big thing for them, so low maintenance is a good selling point with Sebos. You see, I didn't even have to turn the machine over to do that. So it takes a bit of a wiggle to get it back in. You can just put the bearing cap back on there now, like that, and that's nicely in place. So here you can see we've got some nice lettering there. It says Sebo made in Germany, automatic X7 e-power PET. Here's the onboard computer, which I've been told is configured differently than the X4, but we'll soon find out. So we've got the up and down lights there, which tell you whether the floor head is raising up or lowering down to the floor surface, be it carpet or hard floors. Got a check brush indicator light there, so that will tell you if the brush is worn out, if there's something jammed in it, etc. And there's a check bag indicator light there, and the machine will automatically shut down if either the machine's been clogged for too long and that light's flickering, or if the brush roll becomes jammed as well, that light will also illuminate the check brush light. So it's quite an intuitive computer controlled adjustment there. I'm not really sure about how well it will work over a long period of time. We'd soon find out, I'm sure. Here in the middle here is the boost button, sort of like a kettle design button. It doesn't click or anything, just springs back, and you press that if you want the brush roll to get lower into the carpet pile. Here is the release button for the body if you need to remove that to either pack it away somewhere or check for blockages in the cleaner head. Here we've got a little handle there which you can either carry the machine with. I believe Sebo have mentioned that you can carry the machine with that handle. At least I've seen it in the demo videos that Sebo put out on YouTube to promote this machine. But I guess you'd use that as a stair cleaning handle really if you wanted to use the main floor head to get a bit of a deeper clean on your stairs. It says anti-allergy hospital grade S-class filtration. They have boasted S-Class filtration for a while, Sebo. Nice bit of branding there on the back door with the Sebo logo. Picture of a bag here, so that's of course your bag door release. So the bag here removes by pushing these two clips here, which is probably hard to do with one hand. There we go. And you can slide that off, put a little cap on it to stop the dust from flying out, and then throw it away. Get your new bag, slide it into the support there, and click it in. Easy as pie. No need to get a bagless vacuum at all, folks, if you're thinking of getting one. Here's the S-Class filter, which is actually a pre-filter. Okay, it's activated charcoal. Of course it would be, wouldn't it, because it's a pet model. You can hear that in there, so it does have a charcoal inner layer in there. Now this used to be the S-Class filter. I'm not sure if it's changed with this, whether the post filter is the S-Class one. I'm thinking of the X4, so maybe this isn't. But that's definitely the pre-filter anyway. You can see a little protrusion there which stops you from putting the bag door on with no filter in it. I'll slide that back into place, like that. That's the bag compartment. Just sits nicely back on the bag door. Sebo do sell service boxes, so you can replace the bags and the filters all at the same time if you want to. There we go. So let's turn round to the back here, start again at the bottom. So we have the handle release pedal here. Now I'm not sure, I haven't tested this yet. There used to be a switch on the X1 and X4 where you could change the position of it, so the machine would either go straight flat or you could have it so it would go to the 3/4 position. So you know the cleaner head would be like that when the body's lying on the floor, which would allow you to go over door thresholds. But let's just test this. Maybe it goes straight flat as it is. Yes, it does. So I don't think you can actually change that. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it, so it looks like it doesn't have a 3/4 position, which I do like on a upright, so that's a bit disappointing, but I'll check the manual anyway. So here you can see it says filter, so we squeeze these two together and the cover comes off. You can see here's the post filter. I think this is a similar filter that they use on some of their cylinder cleaners. Is it the K series? Might be the K series. But that's a different design certainly than the X1 and X4. That just fits in there and clicks into place. Then you can slot the door back on. That clicks very nicely into place. So on the back here we have, as I said, the upholstery nozzle. It's got a nice brush on there to help pick up things like pet hairs and fibres, lint, things like that. Of course we have the crevice tool as well. We have a quick release cord hook at the bottom to release all the cord at once. It's a nice length of cable, 10 metres I believe, so you don't have to constantly unplug. Let's turn that back down there. We do have a carrying handle on the back there as well. So moving on up, as Heather Small said, we've got the dusting brush on the handle there, as I talked about before. Switch on the handle. Got a nice grommet there, which helps you keep the cord from being strained too much. And finally, I think we have the extension wand here and the hose, which all stores neatly on there like that. So let's take a look underneath. Now I've already shown you the base of this cleaner head from when I was unboxing it, but I just thought I'd show you again in a bit more detail. So right at the front here you can see we've got a nice polished metal plate which really allows the cleaner to glide effortlessly over carpeting. In the brush roll housing here we've got 3 metal grills, which discourages things like edges of rugs from being wrapped right inside the brush roll housing here and getting really tangled up. It doesn't stop it, but it certainly prevents it. Speaking of the brush roll, here it is, as you can see. It's got nice stiff brushes and they're very close together. And it's a nice design as well, how the brushes are spiralled into the direction of the air path, which is here. And same with the brushes on this side as well, you can see they are sweeping the dirt into the air path there, so it's a very good design. Got relatively close edge cleaning on this side, as you can see, but there's not much going on this side, because of course that's where the toothed belt will ride. So it's a lifetime belt, Sebo claim with this machine. There's a couple of suction channels there, but nothing, no sweeping action. So at the back here there's a squeegee, which helps with cleaning efficiency on hard floors, because of course on this machine the brush roll continues to spin all the time, whether you're cleaning carpets or hard floors. So this squeegee here at the back of the brush roll housing allows the machine to prevent larger particles being scattered behind it, because without this squeegee here, if you try picking up things like rice or salt off a hard floor with a brush roll turning on an upright cleaner, it will just throw it all behind. So this squeegee stops that from happening and allows everything to be sucked up. So that's a good thing to have there. Here is the centre axle wheel, which raises and lowers depending on the height of the surface you're cleaning, the carpet or hard floor. I believe the way the computer determines how high or low it should be is the RPM of the brush when it's contacting a surface. I think that's how that works. I've got a clean out port here, so if anything gets blocked you can check that there. And of course 2 back wheels there which are fixed, and all 3 wheels have a rubber coating on. So there we go, that's the base. Alright then, so finally let's have a quick demo of the machine in action. Now I haven't turned this on yet, so this will be the first time I switch it on as well. I believe this has a slow start motor. I don't think it sounds much different than an X4 from what I've seen on videos, but anyway, off we go. So there we go. The suction actually, considering this is supposed to be 890 watts instead of the old 1300 watt motors that at least our 2007 X4 had. From what I can tell, that suction really doesn't feel any different than the 1300 watt version. Seems just the same. Now, you noticed I probably had to press the boost button, which lowers the brush a bit further, because it kept losing contact, which is one of the things I really don't like about these automatic height adjustment machines. But anyway, that was just first use. This carpet is from 1992, and of course, being 2019 now, the underlay and everything's quite worn, so it's quite bumpy. It doesn't feel bumpy when you walk on it, but to this machine it might sort of throw off the computer height control. But anyway, there we go. So despite that, I still am really pleased with it. I really love the look of it. I think it's a very nice machine. So there we go. Very pleased. So there we have it then. That was the unboxing on this lovely Sebo X7 Pet. Now, my thoughts on it, personally, from what I can tell currently, I mean, I've only had it, out the box an hour. So, you know, it just seems exactly the same as an X4. Of course, the addition of the boost button and the different styling, but I mean, if you've got an X4 or an X1 already and you're looking to upgrade to an X7 because it's a new model, personally I wouldn't bother, because it's exactly the same really. There's nothing drastically different. But if you're in the market for a bagged upright vacuum cleaner, I would recommend Sebo or Miele. Both companies make really high quality machines that really do last, and they're very, very good vacuum cleaners and worth 10 of a bagless machine in my opinion, no matter what brand. So anyway, there we go. That was my unboxing on the Sebo X7 Pet. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and it's probably dragging on for half an hour yet again. I can't seem to shut up, as you can tell. But anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment below if you have any questions, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. Also click the little bell icon, that way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So thanks very much for watching, and until the next time, I'll see you soon. Take care.